Welcome to Shadowed Stoics, where we dive deep into the unexplored corners of Stoic philosophy. Join us as we unravel timeless wisdom through the lens of today's challenges, illuminating the path to inner strength and serenity. Subscribe and journey with us into the shadows of the Stoic mind.
Welcome to Shadowed Stoics, where we explore the depths of Stoic philosophy and its darker aspects. Today, we uncover the secrets to mastering the art of argument with our comprehensive guide to 15 Dark Stoic Principles to always win an argument. Principle 1. Mastering emotional control. Maintaining emotional control is crucial in any argument. By staying calm and composed, you can think more clearly and respond more effectively. Emotions can cloud judgment and lead to irrational statements that weaken your position. When your opponent becomes emotional, they are more likely to make mistakes or reveal their weaknesses. Use their emotional outbursts to your advantage by remaining the voice of reason. This demonstrates inner strength and allows you to guide the argument on your terms. People are naturally drawn to those who display control and authority, making your points more persuasive. Additionally, by not reacting emotionally, you prevent the argument from escalating into a heated confrontation, keeping it focused on the issue at hand. This composure helps you maintain credibility and respect, essential elements for winning any debate. Principle 2. The power of silence. Silence can be more powerful than words. By strategically using silence, you give your opponent the opportunity to fill the void, often revealing more than they intended. This also allows you to carefully choose your words, making each statement impactful. Silence shows confidence and patience, traits that can unnerve your opponent and give you the upper hand. Furthermore, it creates a space for reflection, both for you and your opponent. This pause can lead to deeper insights and more thoughtful responses. In a world where everyone is eager to speak, the ability to remain silent and listen is a rare and powerful skill. It signals that you are in control and not easily rattled, adding weight to your eventual contributions. Principle 3. Strategic questioning. Asking the right questions can steer the argument in your favor. Use strategic questioning to expose flaws in your opponent's logic and to guide them towards your perspective. This method forces them to think deeply about their own stance, often leading to self-contradiction or admission of flaws. By controlling the direction of the conversation, you maintain the upper hand. Strategic questioning also helps you gather information and understand your opponent's position better, allowing you to tailor your arguments more effectively. It demonstrates your analytical skills and your ability to think critically, further enhancing your credibility. The key is to ask open-ended questions that require thoughtful answers, rather than yes or no responses. This engages your opponent in a dialogue that reveals the strengths and weaknesses of their arguments. Principle 4. Embracing fate. Accepting whatever happens during the argument with equanimity demonstrates resilience. When you show that you are unfazed by any outcome, it unnerves your opponent. This acceptance of fate allows you to remain flexible and adapt your strategy as needed. It also conveys a sense of inevitability about your victory, making it harder for your opponent to undermine your confidence. Embracing fate means understanding that you cannot control every aspect of the argument, but you can control your response. This mindset helps you stay calm and focused, even when the discussion takes unexpected turns. It also shows that you are confident in your position and not afraid of challenges. This stoic resilience can be intimidating to your opponent and reassuring to your audience, further solidifying your position. Principle 5. Practicing indifference. Show indifference to personal attacks or attempts to provoke you. By not reacting to these distractions, you demonstrate that your focus is on the argument itself, not on petty insults. This stoic indifference can frustrate your opponent and make them appear immature or unprofessional, strengthening your position. Practicing indifference involves maintaining your composure and staying above the fray. It shows that you are more interested in finding the truth than in winning at all costs. This attitude earns you respect and makes your arguments more compelling. Additionally, by not taking personal attacks seriously, you deprive your opponent of their power to derail the conversation. This focus on the issue at hand allows you to address the core arguments more effectively and persuasively. Principle 6, Leading by Example. Demonstrate the principles you advocate for through your behavior. By embodying the virtues you discuss, you lend credibility to your arguments. People are more likely to be persuaded by someone who practices what they preach. This consistency between your words and actions builds trust and respect, making your points more compelling. Leading by example means staying calm, respectful, and logical throughout the argument. It involves treating your opponent with the same fairness and respect you expect from them. This approach not only strengthens your position but also sets a standard for how the discussion should be conducted. When people see that you are living proof of your principles, they are more inclined to listen to and accept your arguments. Principle 7, Mastering Presence. Being fully present and engaged in the argument shows respect for the discussion and your opponent. This attentiveness allows you to pick up on subtle cues and respond more effectively. It also demonstrates confidence and control, making your arguments more persuasive. When you are fully engaged, you can adapt quickly to any shifts in the conversation. Mastering presence means eliminating distractions and focusing entirely on the discussion. It shows that you value the conversation and are committed to understanding and addressing the issues at hand. This level of engagement is rare and can be very powerful. It helps you build rapport with your opponent and audience, making them more receptive to your arguments. Principle 8, Strategic Vulnerability. Admitting when you are wrong or when your opponent makes a valid point can be a powerful tactic. This strategic vulnerability shows that you are honest and open-minded, making your overall position stronger. It also disarms your opponent, as they see you as reasonable and fair. This can lead to a more productive discussion and increase your credibility. Strategic vulnerability involves acknowledging your limitations and being willing to learn. It shows that you are confident enough to admit mistakes and adapt your position accordingly. This honesty can earn you respect and make your arguments more persuasive. It also helps you build trust and rapport with your audience, making them more likely to support your perspective. Principle 9, Leveraging Historical Examples. Using historical examples and analogies can strengthen your arguments. The Stoics often referenced historical events and figures to illustrate their points. By drawing on these examples, you can provide concrete evidence to support your stance and make your arguments more relatable and compelling. This approach also demonstrates your knowledge and preparation. Leveraging historical examples involves finding parallels between past events and the current argument. It shows that your position is not only logically sound but also historically validated. This can make your arguments more persuasive and authoritative. Additionally, using historical examples can help you connect with your audience on a deeper level, as they can relate to the shared cultural and historical context. Principle 10, The Art of Reframing. Reframing the argument to focus on common goals or values can be very effective. By shifting the conversation from a contentious debate to a collaborative discussion, you can reduce tension and find common ground. This reframing shows that you are solution-oriented and open to compromise, which can make your opponent more willing to consider your perspective. The art of reframing involves changing the context or perspective of the argument. It helps you find new angles to approach the issue and uncover hidden opportunities for agreement. This strategy can make your arguments more compelling and your opponent more receptive. Reframing demonstrates your ability to think creatively and strategically, enhancing your overall position in the debate. Principle 11, Anticipating Objections. One of the most powerful strategies in any argument is anticipating your opponent's objections before they raise them. By preparing counter-arguments for potential points of contention, you demonstrate thoroughness and foresight. This preparation not only strengthens your own arguments but also shows that you understand the complexities of the issue at hand. When you address and refute objections preemptively, you leave your opponent with fewer points to argue against, making your position appear stronger and more well-founded. This level of preparation can be intimidating to your opponent and reassuring to your audience, increasing your credibility and authority in the discussion. Principle 12. Utilizing brevity and clarity. In an argument, the ability to express your ideas clearly and concisely is invaluable. Long-winded explanations can confuse your audience and dilute your message. By focusing on brevity and clarity, you make your points easier to understand and more impactful. This approach forces you to distill your arguments to their most essential components, ensuring that each statement is powerful and to the point. Clear and concise communication demonstrates that you have a solid grasp of the subject matter, making it harder for your opponent to refute your points. Additionally, it helps maintain the attention and engagement of your audience, increasing the effectiveness of your arguments. Principle 13. Maintaining composure under pressure. Arguments can become intense and emotionally charged, but maintaining your composure under pressure is crucial. When you stay calm and collected, even in the face of aggression or provocation, you demonstrate strength and control. This composure not only helps you think more clearly but also projects confidence and authority. An opponent who loses their temper or becomes flustered appears weak and unprofessional, while your calm demeanor sets a stark contrast. This can shift the perception of the audience in your favor, making your arguments seem more reasonable and convincing. Maintaining composure under pressure is a powerful way to gain the upper hand in any argument. Principle 14. Recognizing and exploiting logical fallacies. A key aspect of winning an argument is the ability to recognize and exploit logical fallacies in your opponent's arguments. By identifying these flaws, you can undermine their position and strengthen your own. Common logical fallacies include ad hominem attacks, straw man arguments, and false dilemmas. When you point out these fallacies, you expose the weaknesses in your opponent's reasoning, making their arguments less credible. This not only weakens their position but also enhances your reputation as a logical and analytical thinker. Being able to identify and address logical fallacies is a critical skill for winning arguments and demonstrating intellectual superiority. Principle 15. Practicing patience and timing. Patience and timing are crucial elements in winning an argument. Knowing when to speak and when to hold back can significantly influence the outcome of the discussion. By being patient, you allow your opponent to reveal their full argument, giving you a better understanding of their position. This patience also demonstrates confidence, as you are not rushing to make your point. Timing your responses effectively means waiting for the right moment to introduce key arguments or counterpoints. This strategic approach can catch your opponent off guard and maximize the impact of your statements. Practicing patience and timing shows that you are in control of the argument, enhancing your chances of winning.
Thank you for exploring the depths of Stoicism with us today. If you found value in our journey, please like, share, and subscribe to continue uncovering the wisdom of the Stoics.